Once upon a time, in the year 2185, Scott Ryder found himself at a crossroads. The opportunity to travel to the Andromeda galaxy and embark on a new adventure awaited him. However, Scott had deep-seated daddy issues that made it impossible for him to stand his father, Alec. Alec Ryder, renowned scientist and leader of the Pathfinder team, had always been a controlling figure in Scott's life. Scott felt suffocated by Alec's constant presence and the expectations he had set for his son. Little did Scott know, there was a dark secret hidden within his own mind. As the day of departure drew near, Scott's internal turmoil reached its peak. The thought of spending years in close proximity to his father was unbearable. He knew he had to escape, to find his own path in life, even if it meant leaving behind the opportunity of a lifetime. Scott spent countless nights researching and plotting his escape. He discovered a control chip implanted in his brain, a device that allowed Alec to manipulate his thoughts and actions. The revelation filled Scott with anger and resentment, fueling his determination to break free from his father's control. The day of departure arrived, and the Ark was bustling with activity. Scott watched as his fellow colonists boarded the ship, their excitement palpable. However, he knew he couldn't go through with it. He had to escape. Under the cover of darkness, Scott made his move. He disabled the control chip, severing the link between himself and Alec. The sudden rush of independence overwhelmed him, but he knew he had to act quickly. With a heavy heart, Scott left the Ark, leaving behind his dreams of a new beginning. As he ventured into the unknown, he couldn't help but feel a mix of liberation and sadness. The weight of his daddy issues still burdened him, but he was determined to find a way to overcome them. Days turned into weeks, and Scott found himself on a distant planet, far away from the Ark and the clutches of his father. He immersed himself in the beauty of the alien world, seeking solace and answers. In the solitude of his new life, Scott began to reflect on his relationship with Alec. He realized that their issues stemmed from a lack of understanding and communication. Scott yearned for closure, for a chance to confront his father and find common ground. Months passed, and news from the Andromeda galaxy reached Scott's ears. The Pathfinder team had successfully established a new home for humanity. The reports spoke of wonders and challenges, of a place where dreams could become reality. The temptation to join them grew stronger each day, but Scott knew he had unfinished business with his father. Summoning his courage, Scott decided to return to the Ark. He sought out Alec, determined to confront him about the control chip and their strained relationship. It was time to heal the wounds that had plagued them for so long. As Scott stood before his father, he saw the weariness in Alec's eyes, the weight of his responsibilities etched upon his face. It was then that Scott realized that Alec had made mistakes, but he had also sacrificed much for the greater good. In a moment of vulnerability, father and son shared their grievances, their pain, and their hopes. They acknowledged their flaws and the damage caused by the control chip. It was a bittersweet reunion, filled with forgiveness and a newfound understanding. Together, they decided to embark on a new journey, not to Andromeda, but towards reconciliation and healing. Scott chose to let go of his daddy issues, to forge a new path alongside his father. They would face the challenges of the Andromeda galaxy together, mending their relationship and creating a better future for themselves and humanity. And so, Scott Ryder's story took a different turn, one of redemption and growth. The control chip may have caused pain, but it also served as a catalyst for change. In the end, Scott realized that sometimes, the greatest battles are fought within ourselves, and the path to healing begins with forgiveness.